Loyalty crew, this is your boy, the Ghetto Cowboy. Oh man, it's like what 4 o'clock in the morning, dude, and I was woken up by these fucking horrific nightmares, man, and they just I don't know if it's the PTSD or what, but every fucking night, man, it is the same fucking time. They start at 3 in the morning and just go until I say fuck it. So I figured I'd come on here and holla at you. I know you're all sleeping, so I'm sure you'll see this. Uh, it's actually not live. I'll be posting this up um, probably in a week or so. Yeah, so I just want to get a head start on some stuff, just in case. I don't want to go on a hiatus like I did before, like I just did. Like I haven't been on in a while, blah blah blah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep recording videos, and I'm gonna set up automatic times to where they automatically just, you know what I mean? Like I'll pick a day, and it'll pop up on my feed, so you guys know what's good. But I just want to say one thing. So tonight, I uh I took my wife out on a date. Um, I was nervous as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, because it's been, dude, like, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? And I understand now. Like now, I've got a really good idea of why we separated, and has nothing to do with her. Like, by all means, I mean, nobody's perfect, and it takes two to work at a relationship, but I understand where she's coming from because, like, normally my anxiety gets the best of me, and I just don't feel comfortable going out. But um, so I took her to the Texas Roadhouse because she likes that place. And I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, I did not feel. Um, well, when we first got there, I kind of felt a little anxious. You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of fucking people there, but once we got in there and we sat down, it was good, man. Like I wasn't stressing, and I mean maybe a little bit because it took. I mean, it took a while for the steaks to get done. Like I'm not gonna lie, like we sat there for like a half hour before our fucking my steak came out. But let me tell you what, it was worth it because I got a 20 ounce. What was it? Um, I got a 20 ounce ribeye, and I didn't realize that the ribeyes had a bone in it. So technically, a 20 ounce ribeye with the bone, you're really only going to get like 16 ounces or whatever because of the bone. But I'll tell you what, man, that shit came out so good. It had that, like, because I got it medium well, but it had that nice char, like grill fucking taste. But oh my god, it melted in your mouth. And she got the I think it was a New York strip. um I'll tell you what, man, she was cute. She was fucking adorable tonight. Like and like we went there and we were excited to get the blooming onions or whatever because they're so good. But we both knew that by the time we ate their, oh my god, because their fucking rolls, dude, are so buttery and so soft. Oh my god, they're I just didn't. I don't know, man. Like I just didn't like the flavor. Like I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but it just had a weird flavor to it. But they were good. Don't get me wrong. But she ate the buns, and then we ate we ate most of the blooming onion, and by the time our food came, we were like, ugh. And for some reason, every time I take a bite, and try to and like swallow it, it would get stuck. And I don't know. I can't, for some reason I can't drink dark soda anymore. Um I don't know why. Maybe it's because well, besides the Mountain Dew, which is, I haven't really been drinking, this is like normally, hold on a minute, I'll show you. Normally, oh, normally I'll drink these. Um well, this is the first time I've had them in a can, but a lot of times, if she goes to the store, like, and that's another thing, dude. Even though we're separated, um, I'll tell you what, I couldn't do without her, man. Like, she's such a sweetheart. Like, uh, normally, um, when she goes to the store, um, she'll come by and drop stuff off for me, paper towels, toilet paper, whatever I need. Um, but she'll pick me up the waters and juice mix for the kids. But uh, I normally drink them out of the plastic. But anyway, long story short, yeah. So I'm used to drinking these all the time, because of my diabetes. Because these have, zero sugar, 0 calories, no caffeine. Um, but sometimes I'll treat myself to some dooskies. You know what I'm saying? The dooskies is the Cowboys thing. But anyway, you know, all right. So we're already 7 minutes in, and I'm being fucking boring. But anyway, um, that's probably why I don't get enough viewers. But I'm not gonna quit, and I'm gonna keep going until I do get a big ass audience, because I'm here for you guys. Anyway, baby, baby, it's a wild one. Yeah. Anyway, no, so we knew when our food came out that we weren't going to be able to eat that much. And I'll tell you what, we did end up bringing boxes home because, dude, like, we were so full. Like, I felt sick to my stomach. Um, but it was cool. But then, the night was going fucking awesome. Um, we were both smiling and stuff. And we had really good conversations. But then we get to Walmart, and I don't know. It was just Walmart. We've never been to it before. It was like, I don't know. It was like in Allentown or some shit. And I didn't realize that I yelled like that, but we got in a line, and there are these fucking little. Let me see if they're in here. Oh, these fucking things, right? For your dish stuff. Well, they wouldn't fucking ring up, and it kept, like, the guy had to come up, and I got frustrated, and I'm like, you know what? If it doesn't fucking ring up, I'll just put it back. Which, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have done that, because I did embarrass her, and I apologize for that. Which I should have never done that. So if you're watching, babe, I truly am sorry. Next time I'll remember to take a deep breath before I act fucking stupid. Um, yeah. So that's the way it goes. But that's why, you know what I mean? That's why I'm working on myself now. You know what I mean? Like, I got to stop doing shit like that. I know, so, I just wish sometimes the anger would just, like, go. So anyway, um, like I said, these fucking nightmares, man. Ah, and it's like they're like crazy. You know what I mean? There's this one that just keeps coming, and it seems so real. Like I'm awake, but I'm like paralyzed. Like I can't fucking move. And there's like a shadow man, really tall, like 7 foot, with a big top hat, and just all you see is like the shadow and two red eyes, and it's just and it's every fucking night. It leans over top of me and just stares at me like it's burning a hole in my in my body, and like all of a sudden it yanks my foot, and then I wake up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck. And I can have the house at 50 degrees, cold, window open, heat off, but I'll wake up just covered in sweat. I fucking hate sweating. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But, um, yeah, man. So, if you guys could see, I have down here on the bottom. So, if you have a topic you want to talk about and want to be a guest on the show, email me. Doesn't matter anytime. I check my emails at least 3 times a day. Or you can DM me on my other page. Um, I mean, I'll still get the DMs regardless of what page you're on, but you can DM me on Facebook, the Ghetto Cowboy, um, on that page. That's new. Um, that's a new page that I put up instead of my my regular one. Uh, Normally, what I'm gonna normally actually now I think maybe starting next month. I don't know, to get the page up and running. I'm gonna start sending my videos to that uh, Facebook page, because that'll just be everything Ghetto Cowboy. Everything Real Talk with the Ghetto Cowboy. It'll go on that. um, and then if you want to subscribe, that's cool. But I'd appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and comment on my videos. This way, to give me an idea about actually how many people actually really watch my stuff, because they're on the program that I use. I can check my progress on my videos, and I can see how many viewers I had. How many people actually watched for how many minutes, how many viewers. Dude, it's ridiculous. I thought I had a bigger following than that, but 2 viewers, 3 viewers, like I don't know if it's messed up or what, because some of the videos will get 114, 115 views on Facebook, but when I check my, you know what I mean, when I check my the statements for the month, it's like, oh, the most viewers you had were 2. So 2 people watched my video 114 times? I don't think so. My goddamn my reels get more views. One of my reels, 12K. 12K off one reel that lasted, I don't know, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. 12K, and I can prove it. So I just want to I just want to take the time out and appreciate and thank everybody who does actually click and watch. It means a lot to me. You guys, you know what I mean? Without you, the Ghetto Cowboy wouldn't exist, man. I do this show for you guys. That's why I would really love it if you guys would hit me with an email or DM me and let me know if you guys want to come on. Because listen, I'm not my podcast uh, and my live streams, like I said, are for you guys, right? I'm not like some of these other people that do podcasts and they pick and choose who they want on their show. Oh, this one and that one is famous, so I want to get them on my show. Listen, if you got a good topic and you want to talk about it and you want to get on the show, like I just hit me up, man, and we will set it up and we'll get going. And TJ Graves, what's going on, man? I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to hit me up. Let me know what's what. You know what I mean? So shoot me an email or hit me with a DM and let me know when you want to get on. I do want to get my buddy, the big dog, Dan McCown, back on. Because that dude got a lot of knowledge, man. He's dude. He's a speaker. You know what I mean? And I love when he comes on my show, man, because we can just, you know what I mean? We chop it up. You know what I mean? It's a good time. So, um, big dog, if you're listening, it'd be nice to get you back on the show. Um, my buddy Mark, I want to get him on. I want to get him on for some survival shit. You know what I mean? Because he's a survivalist and he knows his shit when it comes to like being out in the woods. Um, and like a lot of stuff about Indians and Indian reservations, stuff like that. Uh, so I'd really like to get Mark Heyer on here. Um, Speaking of Mark, everybody, if you can, you know what I mean? He just lost his father. So he's going through a rough time. So if you guys should just, you know what I mean, slip him a little message, say a prayer, whatever. We love you, big dog. You know what I mean? We love you. Um, and like I said, dude, your dad's proud of you. You know what I mean? There's nothing like a bond between a father and a son. It's special. And that's one bond that will never, ever, ever be broken, no matter, you know what I mean? No matter what. So hang in there, top dog. You're strong. We love you. But like I said, so I don't know, man. Obviously you guys all know I'm into aliens and shit like that. Like I believe in that whole the whole other, things from another world and shit like that. But there's this one guy. I was actually watching Joe Rogan's podcast, which if you guys haven't seen his podcast, you guys should watch it. He has a lot of good shit on there. But there's this one gentleman that was on there. I forget his name, but he actually worked for the government, right? And he actually was saying that, he worked on an actual uh, they don't call them UFOs anymore. I don't know why. It's like unidentified. Uh, I don't know. I call them UFOs, but they're calling them other shit now. So, but he was saying that he actually went inside this alien spacecraft that, I don't know if it crash landed or if it was shot down, because he said there was on part of the ship there was actually a damage mark that looked like either it was shot down or you know what I mean, it happened when it crashed. He wasn't sure, but he said inside the ship, he described it. He said it was, how can I explain it? Pretty much bare. There was um, 3 chairs, but not big enough for a human. So I'm 5'5". He was explaining he was like 5'7", 5'8", and the chairs were a lot smaller. That like so whatever is it was in that ship is a lot smaller than 5 foot. So like you're talking like 3 feet, 3.5 foot. But there were 3 chairs, he said, and a reactor. So there was 3 chairs, um, like a rectangle kind of like table around a giant reactor. He said there was no control panels, um, like you would see on, you know what I mean, like if you were watching, what is that movie with Will Smith in it, Judgment Day or whatever, how they had the hand control. He said there was nothing like that. It was just three chairs, a rectangle table, a reactor thing, and there were like levels to the ship, and each level had 3 or 4 generator type things. One level had it was kind of like I would want to say like a window to, like, you know what I mean, when they're flying they can see out. But he said that it was transparent, so it was a solid wall, but then it would like it was transparent, like it would uh he said, because when he was in there was like other workers in there working on stuff, so he saw um he would see this, like every time they would do something, he would see the screen, like, or he would see the you know, kind of like a two-way mirror when you're in an interrogation room, something like that. He was explaining, and so yeah, so that's how he explained it. But he said the way it looked on the inside of the ship, like it wasn't. It was like all he said the way it looked inside was like, how we have flat walls, that the ship looked like there was like no edges. You know how walls, you have the edges. Um, there was none of those, and it looked like it was just like if you were to take paint and splatter paint or whatever. It was weird how he was explaining it, but like this dude, everybody and like Joe Rogan even said, like a lot of people um at first were saying that you were full of shit, and that a lot of stuff that you were saying wasn't true, and then it actually turned out to be true, and you know uh, so the guy who's so apparently the guy's not afraid to do interviews and shit on podcasts, which he did say that for the longest time he was afraid that the government was going to end up killing him because of all the secrets that he was letting out. But now, because of that new thing that the government put out, to where they're releasing documents from UFO sightings and abductions and stuff like that, is the whole reason that he's able to come out and let people know about his experiences and stuff. And But yeah, like the guy actually was inside a real UFO. And Joe Rogan even said, "Oh, are you sure it wasn't a government made, spacecraft that they're trying to?" No, listen, the way it was inside of that ship, there's no way that a human being could actually even fly the fucking thing because of how small, everything was inside the ship. It was like you know what I mean, like a, you know what I mean, like a midget or somebody was flying it or hanging out in it. No offense to midgets, I love you, motherfuckers. I would fuck a midget, a female midget, but anyway, I'm getting off the topic here. All right. But yeah, so I actually, I don't know, like it, Joe Rogan, like that dude has no filter and he doesn't give a fuck who he offends or whatever. And that's cool because that's what my show's about too. Like I don't give a fuck who gets mad or who doesn't agree with me or whatever. Because listen, 90% of the people that either watch your shows, listen to your stuff, whatever, are all going to be haters trying to see what you're up to, right? So I welcome that. And so does Joe Rogan, and so does, that fucking Logan Paul. Which, dude, even though I really don't, it's not that I don't like him. You know what I mean? I like the guy and I respect him. He's got the number one podcast in the United States, in the world, actually. Um, it's his brother that I can't stand. He's a fucking phony, and I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. The dude is a fucking phony, and you know, like I would throw fights too if I got paid millions of dollars. So there's no way he'd beat Anderson Silva for real. There's no way he'd beat him. There's no way, you know what I mean? Half the guys he fought, there's, you know what I mean? If he wouldn't. But, the guys that he fought are pretty much all retired. They don't fight no more. They're not boxers. You know what I mean? So if a young kid comes up to you and says, "Yo, bro, fight me. I'm one of the biggest YouTube influencers in the world. Uh, Fight me, and you'll get 15 million or whatever." What do you think that? I'm a retired fighter. I'm fucking old. My body hurts. I can't go in there 12 round or 5 rounds anymore. You know what I mean, or whatever. In a boxing match, 12 rounds. In a UFC fight, 5 rounds. I can't do that anymore. But fuck yeah, for a fucking, you know what I mean, just to go in and fight a dude that does YouTube and boxes. I'll go in there and throw a fight for fucking 12 million. Fucking damn right I would. But back on the topic at hand is Joe Rogan said that skeptics are, I don't know. Pretty much what he said was basically skeptics are morons because um, they don't look at the big picture. They just want to hear what they want to hear, right? So even if there's 100% proof that uh, extraterrestrials exist and uh, their spacecrafts exist, um, you're always going to get that person to be like, "Oh, they're full of fucking shit. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to believe it till I see it." And then even when they do see it, they still don't want to believe it. Oh, well, the government created that or whatever. But like Joe Rogan and this guy said, the materials that these spacecrafts are made out of don't fucking exist on our planet. Like we don't have that technology. Um, so some of the uh, electronics or whatever that are in these spacecrafts, we don't have the capabilities to have that. Um, so yeah, so that's you know that's a big thing. Um, call the cowboy crazy, but I believe what I believe, and you know, but like I said, anybody want to get on and throw out a topic? Doesn't matter what it is, because I'll talk about anything. Um, I mean, unless it's like ridiculous shit, you know what I mean, like dumb stuff. But actually, there's nothing really dumb about anything. Knowledge is knowledge, and knowledge is knowledge, and people. That's why we have a brain, because knowledge is the key. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just let y'all know I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys. Um, y'all are my biggest. You know what I mean? You guys give me the strength to keep going, man. And I know sometimes I'll get on Facebook and I'll post, oh, I wish I had friends and blah blah blah. But in reality, um, in the Cowboys' heart, you guys are all my friends. You're all special to me. Um, I love y'all. And to the loyal ones, um, because y'all know that loyalty is a really big thing in my life. Like, you know what I mean? I, I got you got to have loyalty in this world, and you know, nowadays there is no more. You know what I mean? Your best friend, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just for instance, they could be your friends for 40 fucking years, but then say y'all are involved in some kind of criminal activity or whatever. Nowadays, I see a lot of that. You're my boy, but I'm not taking a rap for you, so I'm gonna rap. I'm gonna snitch. And um, a lot of people telling on each other, and it's just crazy. Especially, you know, um, especially in Phillipsburg, because in Phillipsburg, um, I don't like I say, I have no filter and I don't give a fuck who I offend. But our mayor doesn't realize that the addiction problem in Phillipsburg is fucking bad, man. It's bad. And he does not realize that the heroin that these people are getting isn't heroin. It's all fentanyl. They're all the pill addicts are getting you know what I mean? Like these people are fucking up in their game, man. They're buying fucking pill presses and pressing fake Percocets and selling them on the fucking street. Like it's crazy, right? So me and my wife are driving to dinner, um, and this had to be around 7 o'clock. Um, and there was still a line of people out at the dispensary down there on South Main, which I'm not against the dispensary. You know what I mean? That's legal. If more people would smoke marijuana, right? And I happen to know, like I've been secretly doing research, right? And what I'm doing is I'm trying to see um if how can I explain it? It would be cool if I can get research and talk to go out and actually talk to certain people. I mean, I can do that with my camera, but because it's got a live button on it. Um, but I would like to get out there and actually, um, interview some of these ex addicts or addicts and see if they changed from using, you know what I mean? Because like some like I know some people that they went to rehab and they stopped using heroin or crack or cocaine or uh, uh, what other type of drugs. Um, when they get out, they actually turn to smoking marijuana, and it works. It works 100 times better, and they feel better. They look fucking better, and they'll tell you, listen. Since I stopped and I started smoking weed, I feel so much fucking better. Um, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't get that fucking itch, whatever, da 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 da. So I want to take a poll, um, and see what percentage of people would rather smoke weed than use heroin or use cocaine or use crack or use MDMA or Molly and shit like that. You know what I mean? Or drink alcohol. Because I know a couple people that were heavy alcoholics that turned around and started smoking weed, and they stopped drinking. They're smoking marijuana. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm for my PTSD and my social anxiety. Right now, I can't because I got in a little bit of trouble. Um, but I'm gonna actually, I'm actually really thinking about uh, uh, damn it, uh, smoking not well smoking marijuana. I can't for some reason, and I don't know why. I can't I can't smoke raw marijuana like like the plant form. I can't. It makes me fucking ill. Like I'll literally throw up. I don't know why. I don't know if it's maybe because it's too strong or what. But I will say I can smoke the pens, but it's got to be um, indica. It can't be um, it can't be the sativas and shit because I don't know like the head highs and shit. I don't know. Um, but I want to try it because when I did, um, because I did try a pen one time. Um, my little brother, uh, Jersey, he um, I was I, you know what I mean, like I had an indica pen, and I said to him, I'm like, hey man, does this shit work? You know what I mean? Like, I because I didn't know that when I bought the pen, I didn't know what the difference was. So I asked him, I'm like, what's the difference between the sativa or the indica? And he had explained it. He was like, well, the sativa is like, head high, gives you energy, whatever. You know what I mean? Um, so the indica is more of a body high that kills pain and lets you actually sleep. So what I would do is at nighttime, because I can't smoke during the day because I got my kids and I don't want to be, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, just like all fucking. So what I would do is I would lay down. Like before I would lay down, I would pull. You know what I mean? I would take a couple of hits off the pen, and I'll tell you what, man, that shit helped out so fucking much, so fucking much. Um, yeah, so it was pretty fucking pretty cool. But anyway, I love you guys. I just been rambling for 40 fucking minutes already, so about time I try to lay back down and get some sleep because I got to get the kids off to school in 2 hours, so 3 hours. Um, yeah, so I'm getting kind of tired. So I'll put on my. Oh, if you do have trouble sleeping, um, I what I do is I listen to I go on YouTube and they have like um, thunderstorms, right? And what it does is it blacks out your screen and it just plays thunder and rain. And I'll tell you what, there are some nights where I'm just like really tired. I'll put that shit on if I can't sleep and I'm really tired. I'll put that shit on and in like 30 seconds, you know what I mean? I'm fucking boom. I'm out, and I'll wake up. You know what I mean? To thunder and rain and shit like that. But anyway, all right, guys, I gotta stop talking. I love yous. Thank you for supporting me. Remember, if you can dream it, you can do it. Get a cowboy out.